Hi, it's Steve here from Traxidy, and we're going to show you how easy it is to use our project template to start a new project in Traxidy. So let's get to it. There are four main areas we'll be covering in this video to get you started using the new template to start a project in Traxidy. First, we'll download and review the blank areas of the template. Then I'll show you a completed template using an example of a simple backyard shed build. We'll cover the simple steps to save and import our new project, and we'll review how far ahead you can be with the one-click import of our new Traxidy project using the template. We're going to start on the Traxidy dashboard where we have the two buttons where we can start a project. We're going to use the import button, and we'll see two major buttons that pop up. One to download the Traxidy template and the other to import your file once you've filled in the project information, as we'll go through in this video. So start by importing the template. The file arrives this way, and I'll describe the information here on the template and then show you one I've started for building a simple backyard shed to show you examples of the information you'll want to include in the template to start your project. Let's review the columns in the Traxidy template sheet and the three main sections: the project's overall dates and name, the actions, owners and dates, and the risks. There are comments and warnings with most of the titles to help you as you go. Going across the top, first consider the project title, start and end dates. The next main section involves the actions, owners and dates. Most project work can be divided into major groups of work with multiple tasks or actions that make up each work group. You don't need to indicate a work group with actions in the template if you don't have them, but it helps to better organize and report the project work. The next column indicates if the task is a milestone that you'd like to track in the project. Choose the letter Y from the drop-down box to indicate a milestone. The next columns are the start and end dates of the actions with a calculation for the weekdays between the two dates. In the next columns, indicate the owner of the action or task, one person per action, and be sure to show the first name and last name and email of the team member to ensure they're added to the project contact list in Traxidy. Special note here, if you have a first or last name and the email is missing, the template will not import, so add those people later when you know their email address. If you have a sponsor name or others that are not aligned with an action as yet, just add them to a blank line without an action, and they will appear on the contact list after you import the template. If the action does not have an owner at this time, leave it blank and you can put in an owner with the action later. There's a risk section on the template to include any known risks for the project. Remember, this template can be used over again each time you want to start a project. You don't need to download the template, just make different file copies to use. Through experience, you may have built a repetitive set of risks for most of your projects, and you'll be able to use them each time by having them on the template for any project. Remember too, you can start and build a new Traxidy project from CSV files from other applications and plans, and you can even take various pieces from other templates and copy-paste the actions and dates into a single template. Just remember to change the project name each time you import the file, or you'll end up adding those actions to the old project. So here's the project I've started for a simple shed build. And notice the sheet is telling me I have an error. We built in some logic to make it easy to use. Just moving down the column of weekday duration, you can see we have the milestone date as being on a weekend. In my case, the milestone on a weekend works, so we'll leave it. The red box is asking me to check my dates. The error here is because my end date is sooner than my start date, and I want this to be May 15th, not May 5th. I'll fix that, and the wall installation complete, that needs to be a milestone. Notice too that I've added a couple of people I'd like in my project contact list by just putting their information on a blank line. Once the template is ready, save the file where you can retrieve it to import. Now that our template is complete and ready to upload, let's go to the dashboard and choose the import button again, and this time we hit the import a project button. Find the project file and hit enter. At this point, the screen refreshes and the project is now appearing on the dashboard. Let's take a look at how far ahead we are in our project work by using this template. The project information area shows our start and end dates, and you can build out a project charter here if it's required. In the contacts area, any of the names with email addresses are now here, and you need to be sure to review the contacts for their roles as contributors or reviewers on this project and set them up accordingly with a single click so they have their own dashboard and workspace. Going to the Actions, Issues, Decisions area, and a quick review of the work groups, actions, and owners shows that some of the actions came in without owners, as was expected. You should adjust each action to have an owner when you have that information. The project risks came in as expected, and it looks like one of our risks is a priority, also known as a ranked risk. That should be assigned an owner, and the mitigation and contingency plans need to be outlined for that risk. The project status is showing all the milestones as we expected. The status of these milestones should be adjusted if there are updates for any reporting that's required to be sent out as a tailored PDF project status report, or for any of your contacts that you've set up as reviewers. Lastly, the high-level plan area shows a full Gantt chart with all the actions and milestones. So in review, once you have the template, templates can be copied and reused for similar projects, or use it for planned actions and owners from previous plans, and copy and paste them into one template for an easy and complete project start with one click. Your planned work groups and actions are automatically loaded and shown with owners and dates. Remember, the actions can go in without an owner, and that can be added later. The milestones are automatically included in the project status report. You can use a standard set of risks that you've recognized over past experience and include new risks that are specific to each project. Your actions are all together in the simple Gantt chart for presentations or reporting, and your contact list is ready to go automatically. Thanks for taking the time to review starting a new project using the Traxidy project template. If you'd like to reach out or have any questions, we'll be happy to help. You can contact us directly at info@traxidy.com.